Hello and welcome back to Terra Invicta. Today we're going heavy against the aliens. We are at total war and we are basically jumping around the earth right now, blowing up every alien facility we can find. The aliens themselves have a small claim here in the Central African Union, but they're at war with so many people that I don't know they're gonna last. That being said, one of the people they're at war with is Russia, and I am taking executive control of Russia very shortly and blowing it up. So we're gonna have to see how it all plays out today. But the goal is get the aliens off the planet, get a proper fleet up and running, and then just start hunting them down in space, because I think we're
securing our interests.
Either at the same level of them or like maybe even past them a little bit. We got Triton Nova drives. Sure, why not? Fusion Tomahawks. I don't think we need you. I'm gonna get rid of you altogether. You know, what am I gonna build? Let's get the tourist birds. You know, we're at negative 6K and we have all these extra spots, especially on the moon. There's like nothing on the moon right now. I could build a tourist hotel on the moon. And it's not the worst idea. It's actually kind of a good idea. Antimatter pulsed plasma core lantern. That's what I want. That's precisely what I want. This is the antimatter drives. Heat from bottled matter antimatter explosions is transferred to a hydrogen propellant. It's a billion thrust. It's 60 times combat thrust. I think that's the highest we've seen in combat thrust. It does use hydrogen, which is the bane of my existence, but we'll see how it goes. We're getting 160 out of that. I am actually kind of wondering about where are we on? You're what I'm looking for. 19, 43, 38, 39, 40, 27. Sorry, where do we stack up there? We're 16? Counselors have orgs that grant 8 engineering projects. These orgs and halves are giving us a bonus of 160. So I think that's 16. So a lot of these other guys are still mega beating me out on engineering projects, but it's really, really hard to tell because, you know, I think 16 equals 160 when it comes to the direct translation on those. That is my guess. Reichland, hello, welcome. We are not at Total War. We are at Terra Invicta. Total War, Space Aliens, 40K. How are these guys doing now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swarm classes. 1 troop cruiser. I believe there is still an alien Titan heading towards Mars to try and blow stuff up. So if we have space hotels, honestly, why don't we get one? There's a bit of water on the moon. I could take advantage of that. I could actually automate that water. Though at 28, it's not really worth it. You know what? Why don't I take this one, which is absolutely garbage. I'm going to build an outpost here. I'm going to immediately upgrade it. Actually, I'm going to immediately upgrade it twice. What is going on with my mouse? I'm stuck on something scratchy. You know when you move your mouse and it's just like you can feel there's like a piece of dirt or something underneath it? Something ain't moving right. Don't like this. Don't like it one bit. And now any mining points are going to cost a lot on this, so I'm actually going to chill on those. But I will set up the initial point defense arrays, even if I can't power them. I'm not really worried about anybody blowing up moon base because I guess outside of like that one other spot on the moon, you know, last thought here. $47. How many complexes is this? 1 Marine platoon. That's it? How many do you have? You have 2 space hospitals. You can actually upgrade your space hospitals. Do we have enough for this? Oh, it's so expensive, but yeah, I'm going to do that. If I put a couple more Marine platoons up here. This should also probably be upgraded. That would not be enough power. All right, let's just leave that then. I'm just thinking I could send someone from Michelangelo base over. I could just send Slava Ukraine to take over that that base using my moon army. You say things out loud and they just sound ridiculous. Exy, good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Time to liberate the mainland. Yeah, we're gonna work on that today for sure. Your mouse scroll's getting cocked up. Yeah. The lunar wolves. Is that where space wolves in 40K live, on the moon? Devolved space commands. Hab revolts are less likely to affect us. We're better able to resist disruptions to our mission control. That sounds good. We just built a butt ton of new command centers in low Earth orbit, bumping us up to 500 mission control. Papa 248, Papa 248 in low lunar orbit, Papa 248. You're gonna get blown up. Papa 248. I don't have a lot of gas here. I mean, I got gas, but not that kind. Let's go into orbit. PDL has a new army. European Union has a new army. We just made a ton of new skunk works. Oh. Okay, skunkworks look like they only add about 1%. So maybe the computer does not have as much engineering as I gave it credit for. Whatsoever. All right, you're back on build Navy, which is correct. You guys have no navies, but I do want you to have some. Whole European Union. So we'll see what we can come up with there. Thinking lunar wolves or space wolves? Oh, sorry. It's how could I have made such a foolish mistake? Space wolves is another group. Legions of Horus Lupercal that led the Chaos Revolt against the Emperor. Ooh, well, that's awkward. Yeah, they're a little bit different. Do they come in fur ears and smell like wet dogs? The fur ears or the smells? Demand claim. Ho Chi Minh. So that's a little bit more of that we steal. Nice. That also robbed an army from China. We're going to federate with Germany, which is very good.
Mission abort.
Who? Huh. That's kind of cool. The Resistance actually used their own armies to blow up that alien asset. I gotta be real, I didn't even think they would do that. Thailand launches a new navy.
Still in control.
You make a terrible roll on that. You get the media center project. Nice. You guys are in low lunar. And are automatically resupplying. And we have Central Asia we got to deal with. Okay. So that worked out all right.
Where to?
Bit of a wasted time trying to burn down that one asset, but let's go up to Slovakia.
Heading to the LZ.
Target that one
Ready for my
instead.
mission. Reporting in.
Oh, they guarded that.
Applying pressure on
I have
at
other
your service.
ways of getting myself into Russia.
Ready for orders.
I don't need your help. This homie should probably start running some public
Making
campaigns
our
to
case.
Germany because I don't want to lose
Orders.
Germany here. Flawed democracy, but that's going up quite a bit, which is nice. Information age. You know, I was just thinking I could probably dunk a bunch of points into military here. Can I drop like 10k in? Be like a K of influence, a K of ops, 10k of cash, which is easy peasy. And it would bump us from information age to 4.991 to robotics age. God, that's so little. That's so little. That's so much money for
Ready.
so little. Okay. Central Asia.
Making things safe for our people.
Ready.
I do appreciate that no one's been fighting us really for Central Asia. With my atomic age army. I feel like funding is not a bad idea here. You definitely don't need that much in government. You're a full democracy. Your knowledge is good. You have very low inequality. Honestly, at this point, I feel like I could probably take points off of government entirely, and it's going to keep going up. My boost is still busted. Shazbot. I forgot that broke on us yesterday. This is a bit of a problem. It's a bit of a problem, and I don't really have any way to fix it.
Offering counsel.
That's it, I guess. Was this the 2022 or 2026 start? This is 2026 start. On advanced speed or whatever it's called. So the half speed campaign or double speed campaign, which honestly I cannot imagine playing without. We're somewhere between 40 and 50 hours in this campaign, and we're like approaching the end. And it feels like the right pacing. Personally. Well, this is like 6 hours for no Delta V. I'm gonna go blow him up. Or at least try to blow him up. Up. What are you? You're a cruiser with an ultraviolet cannon, a coil gun battery, and a point defense. You are an antimatter cannon with an E-beam battery and a point defense. And you're a bunch of nuclear torpedoes. Yeah, let's just do that. Break the fleet in half. Problem solved. You guys go back to the station. Get fixed up. I don't want them to have any ships in space. Certainly more than anyone else, the Protectorate has proven that they are not allowed to have ships. And I will continue to deny them that until the day I die. 130, 125, 120. None of these really have good volatiles. You're not bad at 50. The servants have all these bases up here on like Ceres that I'd really like. You know, actually the servants have quite a lot of bases, and many of them I would do well to strike. No boost, hey? But I wouldn't launch it from Earth. I shouldn't need boost to build this. Figured it was advanced accelerated start. I was wondering how you had so much mission control in 2040. Yeah, I guess it just goes like faster with the accelerated start. Basically just all of the tech research is at half speed. Double speed. And that seems to be like the only major change as far as I'm aware. Why you don't join the Alien Club? EU is still playing with a rigid Robocop while Japanese is doing big giant Gundam mechs. I mean, we're still on invasion age. China's really the ones with the Gundam mechs. Fusion age. Robotics age in the EU. 5. Yeah, USA is invasion age. You guys are almost invasion age. I've done a pretty good job keeping pace. I might actually need to speed up the Pacific Defense League. Why are you guys dropping so much on everything? Low cohesion. Polarized. Oh, it's because we keep annexing things. We annexed China, that's why. Annexed Vietnam.
Offering assistance.
Protecting our interests.
I'll keep
That's
them
okay.
safe.
Tried long and accelerated. Accelerated is less cost, higher output, so things move much more quickly for both you and the AI. Yeah.
Winning their hearts and minds.
Honestly, it just feels like tech gets done at a reasonable speed on accelerated, and on long campaign, you basically set it and then you forget that you've been researching something, so. Boost costs are less in accelerated. I was at 8 points for low Earth orbit. No, we're literally just like something broke with our boost. We were making a couple hundred boosts. We were making like 300 boosts per month, and now we're making 11. And I'm not sure what occurred here. I don't know if it's because we're losing so much money. That maybe that's being affected for some reason, but a foundry project. Oh, is that like an upgraded skunkworks? I bet it is. Indonesia has a new army. That's nice. You can also work on the Navy a bit more focused.
We've hit them where it
Very tight
hurts.
skin scoot. Claim it in your nearest PDL conscription officer. Rule 34 mechs? I would not be surprised, honestly. EU gets a new Navy. Love that for us. We'll kick the servants out of here shortly.
By the numbers.
There's another 3 exotics. Successful assault. Low Venus orbit. Control point management capacity by 120. Transnational management. Now, we got about 100 points already right now. Uh-oh, what are you guys doing here? 1.2k. Nothing that I'm going to stop, that's for darn tootin'. Boost can be spent to cover insufficient space resources, but you seem good at least the basic 4. Yeah, that's why I'm confused. It would also say like minus 32 from Or like minus 300 from blank. Asteroid class cruiser, Titan, and battle cruiser coming to low Earth orbit, 500 points. 7th of February. That's fine. Rousseau Station is making a dreadnought. I feel like there must be something we're doing that's screwing it all up, but I think I'm actually going to send... Why did you guys use all your fuel to get back to the station? There was an option to, after the fight, to just send them back to the station, and I clicked that, and it automatically sent them at max Delta V. So they burned through 1,000 hydrogen. That sucks.
Initiating contact.
Here's the good
Ready to
news,
go.
is that there's a Project Exodus guy we can go talk to, and that's how we buy everything.
Terminating the opposition.
You
At your
gonna
service.
purge that, and you're gonna head to Ukraine, where we have a
Going in hot.
98% chance of blowing this up. Oh, because Humanity First is here. I gotta be honest, I don't know that you're even gonna actually get to that before they send an army over, but we'll give it a try. Oh, sorry, that's assault alien life forms. That's why it's so high. Let's go to Mexico.
Gear up.
Who's running Mexico these days? Ah, the aliens. They are very much running Mexico. Initiative, what are you doing, man? Get rid of them. Don't let them expand again. Three particle battleships in orbit at Mercury, but they're not very strong. You're also out of gas. All right.
Offering support.
You should be
Establishing
able to buy a bunch of
contact.
stuff here.
If the nearest horizon is all you desire, you may have it.
Last time I sold this guy like 1,000 ops, and he was like, I will give you literally everything I own. So let's just do that again.
Defending the VIP.
And then all of our problems are solved. Interplanetary politics, we're starting to get beaten out on. I didn't realize I should have been triple speeding this. Mission to Jupiter. That was a whoopsie. That was a big whoopsie. 14 days for the USS Enterprise to get out to Leda orbit. So I should be able to get a platform on Jupiter before anybody else if I just send them out there as well, so. Protector guy touches a ship and immediately gets infested by gene stealers and all 4 chaos gods. They're voyeurs after all, they like to watch. This is true, that is kind of their thing. God, they are kicking me out of the Pan-Asian Combine, but you know what? It's really not a problem for us. Because they're not going to last.
Forget that the true power in any kingdom is not the man on the throne, but instead those who quietly stand at his shoulders. Commander Fiona Ayawade, Data in the Shadow of War.
Oh, the number of habitat mining modules we can support without paying a mission cost increases by 6. Launch 31 probes. We can also work on helium-3 mines now. Part of me is like, should we just go to Saturn now as well? But I do need Accelerando for the global empire. Plus Super Collider is probably really good. I do also like the idea of not climate change breaking the world. You know what? This is probably pretty smart for us. I think Super Collider is the tier 3 particle accelerator, though. Yeah, I want these other things, too. Yeah, I think I will go Accelerando. He's 12 days to lead orbit. Okay. So, presumably... Silver Tower Station. What does this little thing mean? I wonder. Alien battle stations times 5. 2 citadels. Nanofax. They've got 4 spaceworks. Layered defense arrays. A couple fusion reactor farms. So I think the citadels are marine complexes. Battle stations are upgraded layer defense arrays. Everything else is pretty straightforward. How's the Jupiter colonization going? I mean, hopefully it goes well. Or I guess... Oh, there are sites. Oh, this is sites on Io. Oh, yeah. There's so much stuff on Io. That's promising. There's also Europa. Oh, this could solve all of my hydrogen problems. All of these planets have insane amounts of hydrogen on them. Oh, my God. Why have we not come out here before? I mean, I reckon the aliens are out here, which is not going to be the greatest thing for us, but that's not really a huge issue. God, I didn't realize these moons had so many spots. Holy smajoli bajoli bagolis. Not much in the way of fizzles, but everything else is promising. Com hubs. These are the tier 2 guys, right? Because we got like a bunch of them right now. They do +2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, we do have an empty spot here. +2 to public campaigns. These recon arrays, I think I don't need to upgrade those anymore. Man, our bases look cool. Very happy with the way they look. All right, let's just keep cooking.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Getting a little public boost here in Germany, just because I don't want them to accidentally end up slipping out from underneath us. I'm told cracking Jupiter is a good litmus test for handling the aliens in the late game.
Target secure.
I mean, I don't think we could get any more late game than we already are right now. We're looking at like antimatter engines and stuff. Global empires. You're going full klepto in Russia. Just getting that mission to Jupiter knocked off so much for our mining networks. Unrest is high in Germany, did they just say? Insurrection.
Acknowledged.
Ew.
Acknowledged. We'll make things safe.
Where to?
Yeah, don't want that. Don't want to go down that road. What do you crack down at? 53%.
Turning up the heat.
Go for that. I'll go for that executive
What's
point.
the up? Taking it to them.
Go to Israel to blow up more of those guys. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. We estimate this will turn entirely red if we conclude the aliens are at a total war footing against our interests. Ha. I didn't realize that there was a difference between the top red and all red. I might have just kicked ourselves in the foot a little bit. You know what? We have a save if worse comes to worse. We are in the accelerated campaign, yeah. And yeah, we have a lot of ops, but it's also because we have a lot of moon bases, space bases. Yeah, I'm pretty concerned about that. Oh, our Titan fleet is showing up in orbit in just a couple of days at the end of this cycle. Can you guys resupply? Oh god, you actually can. You guys are fine out there. Surprised to see 2040 considered late game. Yeah. Yeah, no, we're like at the end of the tech tree. We're making like antimatter engines, antimatter core reactors, producing 0.1 antimatter right now. Though I'm not so sure how long that's gonna last. Bit nervous about this state right now. Can ask for the rest of Vietnam shortly.
I will help them.
I'll keep them safe.
Awesome. Do you have to land at that base? God, I think you do. You have a refueling site, right? I know you do. Yeah. And we're going to send him to Jupiter. Close. Launch. Select. I like how it's like, that's going to take 48 minutes. Does it really need, do I really need to go through 2 steps to do this? Ceres, Hygiena, Jupiter. Callisto does not have deadly radiation. While Ganymede and Europa do. We're actually in the Earth launch window right now. It also has question mark on fizzles, which makes me think that maybe there's some big fizzle sites there. There is antimatter in Jupiter's orbit too. $16 sites on Callisto, 16 on Ganymede, 9 on Europa. Europa's got the highest water concentration. Io is no water, but a lot of base metals. Isn't Europa the water planet where, like, the Expanse takes place? 192 tens, 192 tens. I feel like Callisto is the best planet here. Sorry, what does this do? Found outpost fission. All right, I don't want to use... all my Delta V then. I'm going to go into low Jupiter orbit. I'll let them take a little bit of time to get there. That guy's got 4 fission bases, so ideally I'm going to set up 1 on Jupiter and 1 on probably all 3 of those planets. So, Svenkos, hello, welcome. Europa is the ice planet that's considered to have a giant subsurface ocean. Yeah, okay. Dum dum dum. Building some tensions. Resistance campaign is tentatively getting somewhere, but I expect to fall anytime. U.S., Canada, Mexico, all under your control. Finally fit more control, and you're getting unification. Struggling to bring democratic values close enough to fully unify Central America and the U.S. I mean, eventually the U.S. will just take all of Central America, so you don't actually need the democracy up there that high. You just need the democracy in the U.S. really high. Because it'll just absorb. Slurp it all up. I should be building more spaceships. I want these antimatter stuff first, though. Because I think they're probably what I'm going to want on most of these ships. Social Science Institute. That's a tier 3.
Sentiment is increasingly with us.
All right, we're at 42% in Germany.
Order
That's
is
probably fine. Antimatter pulse plasma core. Getting past at Accelerando. You know what? That's 75,000. I've got a lot of time to pick that back up if I so choose. You failed to take Russia. I think you guys are fully space defensed. Nucus is the last one, I guess. Bishtek Space Center. How come I don't see space defense in any of these locations? Oh, it just looks differently than it used to. 1, 2, 3. Source region. What the hell? Okay, when you zoom in, the logo for this changes. That's not complicated at all. Nice. They do have space defense in every single one of those spots. So they'll put 1 more point into it in case they somehow magically grow. Or if one of them gets destroyed, they can just rebuild it instantly. And I'm okay with that. Pretty certain Europa is something of an ocean planet that's set in a location where surface water cannot exist in liquid form. Life in the liquid water is anyone's guess to moon of Jupiter. Yeah. Io is the volcanic hellscape moon. Okay. Yeah, there's a really good game called Barotrauma where you play as a submarine. You play with a bunch of people basically as a submarine in Europa and dealing with all the alien life forms in the absolutely terrible hostile seascape of Europa. Critical success here. We got 6 exotics from that. Farm in Venus orbit. That probably needs an upgrade. We probably have a few farms to upgrade. Helion reflex drive. Mirror cell fusion of deuteronium and helium-3 provides clean power for ship propulsion. It's very low thrust, but 80 combat thrust is super high. 85% power use efficiency. This is not a great drive. I do need this Social Science Institute. I also need this foundry that upgrades all of my skunk works. So let's work on that guy. Can you upgrade? Not yet.
Our technology is but a mirror of
Nice.
ourselves. When we reach for
Heavy fusion.
the power of the sun, we reach for the light that guides our path through the darkness.
Proton fusion. Electrostatic confinement fusion reactor 3. I believe proton fusion is the last tech. It is. Oh my glob. I can scarcely believe it. Also, it only costs 50,000. There's a bunch of prereq techs that are like 75,000. Even Accelerando is 75,000. Inertia confinement reactor 4. Helium Nova torch. Okay. Still just waiting on this engine so I can make my antimatter Titan. I believe you remember that there was a simple sample once where they found the building blocks of life on Europa. I don't think we've been to Europa. I think we've only sent like a probe there. IRL.
Standing by for orders.
But I'm not entirely certain. I really don't want them to just take Saudi Arabia. So let's work on that guy next, and then probably Iran.
At your service.
What's the op?
I don't know. I need you to keep running this in Germany. The 29th of May, we can get absorbed. Honestly, I think you should start looking at your next target. I can't take the Nordic Federation because it's part of the Alien Federation and they'll never let me leave. So Spain is a bit of a dangerous situation right now. I think Spain is probably our most dangerous situation right now.
I'm here.
So let's move
Standing
you
by
down
for
there.
orders.
Reporting in. We'll make our appeal.
It is a full democracy, but it is plummeting. I guess we're going to probably lose some democracy here. You know what? We'll deal with that when we get to it. 2 billion, 2 billion. There's also 2 billion in Italy. Italy. Which I wouldn't mind. You know, man, throw a stone. You could really go with either or. You're going to keep making sure that that guerrilla war doesn't break out. Otherwise, I think I'm happy with this. That's a tier 2 drive, isn't it? It is. Yeah, I'm still going to wait on it.
Offering assistance.
Random question you could easily Google the answer to, but is Battletech and MechWarrior the same universe? No. Do they have a lot of crossover? Yes.
On guard.
It's my understanding. Like, a lot of the mechs are named the same, but I think they are different. Europa very certainly has carbon as an element and liquid water existing closer to the core, meaning that ticks 2 of the life check boxes. Yeah. Theories that there could be microbiological life or potential for said life on Europa. They sent out a probe in 2024 to investigate further, but don't have the results. Oh, it's definitely not there yet. We're not that fast at space travel. Just keeps flip-flopping. I love that we are just by far the global tech leader. 9.1 in research. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Ooh, we are almost 50% of the world's tech. Antimatter plasma core reactor. Anti-plasma core torch. Good stuff. We do want this better reactor because it's an upgrade to a bunch of our ships. And you know what this means? Yeah, you're not going to be a refit. You're going to have to be a rebuild. We're going to call you the Antimatter Titan. We'll call you the Anti-Max Titan. What do you put on you? Poseidon torches? Really? Man, I thought for sure you would slap that Antimatter Pulse Plasma Core Lantern on here. You do have the right power plant. I just want to build an antimatter ship, you know? Exotic spike radiator. I want a heavy exotic heat sink. You know what I'm going to do for this ship? This is going to be a crazy attack titan, and I think I'm going to cover it. Maybe an alien lasers. I do have that spinal neuron lance, which does 100% baryonic damage. Heavy particle lance, heavy antimatter cannon. This guy only does 50% baryonic damage. So this is absolutely a monster. Point defense, heavy E-beam battery. Point defense phaser turrets. This is really not that strong. Wouldn't this be much higher? Where did they go with this? Short range, long combat. If I was to switch you to strategic range short, you're a patrol boat. Now you would take the spinal lantern and the heavy E-beam battery, along with a point defense E-beamer and a point defense phaser turret. You're also taking 4 marine units, which is not what I would want on you. You are not to be a dropship. What is this? Mobile space science team. Prospect space bodies for suitable base sites from an interface orbit. Right. What about like double cyclotrons? These guys just use batteries. We have a superconducting coil battery already on it. Repair bay. Probably something like vector thrusts would also be useful for quicker ship rotation. How are your stats still so bad? If I put 6 antimatters on you, you have about 100 Delta Vs. I mean, I could absolutely fill this guy with armor too if I wanted. 2030, the probe is expected to arrive, yeah? Check your ear tag. It's what the launch window's trying to do in this game, right? Yeah, slingshotting probes. So this is a very long-range ship, right? Oh, god damn it. All weapons, particle beams, E-beamer. Targeting range is 500 on that. It's 1,000 on the neural lance, though. Two cyclotrons. So this guy does 5 times baryonic damage to internals. He fires every 30 seconds. Targets at 1,000 clicks. Short range, medium combat. He's got 1,000 combat acceleration, which is pretty good. This feels like I'm building a classic Stellaris ship here. You know, just with the biggest beam weapon on the front possible. And this guy does X-ray damage, so he also does radiation damage. Disrupt enemy electronics and disable crew members. You know, the thing is, I could put in vector thrusts, giving us quicker ship rotation. It almost doubles my ship rotation. Alternatively, I could put on a salvage bay. But part of me wonders maybe I'd be better off making some like salvage ships to go with this guy. Dusty plasma radiator. You want the exotic spike radiator for sure. Hi, Moni. The heavy exotic heatsink. I think I'd be okay with that. Very Star Trek thing to add science things on your warships, only to claim it's not for war. True, true. What do you think of this? Do you think we should blow up the aliens? Do you think we should give the aliens space cancer to kill them? My hope is that, you know, if we use all this radiation weapon, the ships will be intact when we blow them up. And then I'll just be able to get a lot of exotics out of them. Liam, good morning, my dude. Since Twitch likes promoting itself annoyingly, I'm going back to my game. I do that. Any information about the submersible mission to Europa? Wouldn't it be cool if we could do this? It would be. Hey. My little stinker. All right, well, this is going to be my anti-max range Titan. Preferred combat range medium. No. Preferred combat range long. You have a spinal neutron lance. I want you staying at a distance. Okay. I also want to make a crazy laser Titan. When the computer builds these, sometimes he does like this, this, and this. And I wonder if that is the way to go. Wow, I never realized this. Look at the armor effectiveness. 1%, 3%, 6%. Basically, phaser cannons cannot shoot through armor. The 240 is a slightly better. But the closer I get, the worse it gets. 20 damage. Targeting range 800, targeting range 1,000. Let's try it. Or do I want to do it like this? I feel like there's no reason I would want to put those on instead of this guy, right? 1873, 160. I mean, other than the fact that the smaller ones do way better at armor. The big ones are useless at armor. But surely this must shoot like 4 times in comparison. 7.5 damage. 270, 12.5, 12. Targeting range is 850. This is slightly better targeting range. Honestly, it's kind of weird. It sort of feels like it's better to just fill your ship with a bunch of tiny little shooters and go into close range. Should be a war crime to use pure radiation as a weapon. Oh wait, it actually is. We're fighting aliens, you know, and we've committed very little atrocities. So the effectiveness percentage is the effective depth of the enemy ship's armor. Smaller number is better. Oh. Oh. You think they fixed how penetration works? So you're telling me then I would be better off just putting these guys on like attack mode. Two of those guys on Guardian, maybe. Definitely don't need a magazine on this. But that could be useful. .361, combat 282. I mean, these are unmistakably better. Kind of feel like this guy needs more side armor. If he is going to be my, like, short range. I guess medium range on this guy. This homie's got 600 strength. Big Laz. 2.5k volatiles. Construction time 200 days. Big Laz. A big Laz. Ooh. But you're hella out of date. And I can't actually fix you. Not with this setup, I can't. But with this setup, I could. Spinal antimatter cannon. What other crazy stuff do we have here? What about like plasma weapons? How much of this range on those? Super heavy plasma. It's still 1,000 range. Antimatter point defense battery. Try to avoid combat. Medium and short on strike. Space is medium, medium. Standoff is medium long. Okay, we'll go with that. Exotic spike, heavy exotic, cyclotron. Heavy antimatter, point defense. Intersalvo cooldowns 10 seconds on this guy. You have the repair bay, the component armor. What I'm going to probably do is give you, instead of 2 cyclotrons, I'm going to give you a salvage bay. Increased by 20 millijoules. Man, when you do 550, 20 millijoules does not seem like it's that big of a jump. I'll also give him vector thrusters if that's the case. So that'll be our flight class Titan. Okay. So out of curiosity here, I just built all these Titans. Only Big Laz has real strength to it. It's all about those UV lasers, man. They add so much combat strength, it's insane. Because I'm pretty sure, like, if we just built a... I know we had a ship get up to 1,000 yesterday, so I have questions. Libby, hello, welcome, and Harb, thank you for the follow, welcome. Too many sub-mechanisms, hard to intuit, right? Ship would be brutal to refill. 100 propellant tanks looks very beefy. I mean, it's a lot of antimatter, that's for sure, but also, like, we are making crazy amounts of antimatter. And that's only going to go up. My biggest concern right now is actually, like, how little in money we're making.
We've moved the needle.
19% in Spain. That's nice. Off-Earth mining output increased by 10%. Yeah, that's a tech I'm going to definitely want to get. Okay, so we're ready to take over Russia. My shipyard outside of Earth has some nice upgrades here. We're going to upgrade that fusion reactor array. And then both of these shipyards, which will allow me to turn that back on. So you have 4 shipyards currently. Can you make more? If I give you another fusion reactor... The answer to that would be yes. Do you have a marine base up here? You don't. You're going to want one of them. Okay, so this is 6 shipyards in Earth orbit. That should be sufficient. A man can dream, a man can hope. Antimatter plasma torch core. So that's for long range torching. Soletta, I don't know what that is. It's probably the upgraded solar mirror. Helium-3 mines, heavy fusion piles. Big. Papa alert, Papa alert. What's Papa doing? Oh, you're a Papa Titan. You must have been the Papa Titan I was waiting on. It's a lot of ultraviolet lasers. 17 days for Papa. We should be able to sortie that fleet. There's the tier 3 energy tech. We're going to want that guy as well. A couple more command stations. Ooh, what's this? The world has largely come to terms with the presence of aliens. They are here, they are among us, and they are spreading through the solar system. But abject terror and ecstatic joy can only last so long without resolution. They gave way to background of gnawing fear or vague hope for the future as more immediate and prosaic concerns of daily survival come to the fore. The global churn, the rearrangement of nations and people, is slowing. Our counselor missions will take longer to execute going forward. Some missions will have increased impact as we spend more time conducting them. Once every 3 weeks instead of every 2 weeks. Huh.
Acknowledged.
Okay.
Where do you need me?
It's good to know.
Targeting the opposition.
You got a 99%
Standing
chance
by.
of purging Russia there, so I guess we'll take that. I will have you keep picking off random stuff. I guess we'll go for Pakistan next.
Taking it to them.
They don't seem to have expanded outside of Africa here yet. You have a lot of allies.
Where to?
6.4. This keeps going up, I think. Yeah, someone is doing unrest missions in Germany. That is why. We have to keep this going until May. Ooh, but also, I bet you have demands claim of Hanoi.
Where do you need me? Time to make our move.
So we're going to absorb the last of Vietnam here as well. Correction, the last of Vietnam for now. And then... Huh! How did that happen? Indonesia became the leader of the Federation. They are led by a member nation with the most significant international ambitions. Claims. Oh. Indonesia has a claim on Madagascar. My brother, I have no idea how that is the case. Other than that, I guess it's an island. Honolulu. The Polynesian states. That's Brunei. So this guy, Flaw Democracy 7.5, Flaw Democracy 7.4. If Indonesia is the leader now, should I not be able to absorb Timor? I certainly should be able to absorb it. The real question is why can't I? My next question is like, is there anywhere that I can see this is all the boost I should be making. This is all the boost we're using. Oh, maybe this is evening out. Like, none of this is calculating properly, right? Minus 3.4 from Habs. It's like, well, obviously that's not the case. This Hab alone takes 6.5. It's a lot of missing boost in Habs. 30, 90, 150, 220, 125, 150. Maybe making like 160 in boost there. $10. And we're probably using about 100 in boost here. Not sure. I'm not sure. I definitely have some questions. Boundaries. Oh, I gotta build so many of these texts to get that up. Soletta. Yeah, this is a tier 3 mirror. Obviously gives infinite to Mercury. Antimatter plasma torch. Matter antimatter plasma is used to beat hydrogen propellant. Heat hydrogen propellant. So I think the torches are for like long range. Helium-3 mines. Helium-3 fusion fuel from a gas giant for transport to our assets. When active, all of this faction's helium fusion drives do not use any fizzles, and heavy fusion modules do not use fizzles. I only need one of these? This seems really useful. I guess we'll pick that up. I may have missed it. Is the Titan propellant only antimatter? No water, no rare minerals? No, it's antimatter used to heat hydrogen. Which is a little annoying, but these guys are starting to beat us on Accelerando. Wow, they really want to beat us on Accelerando. Okay.
I'll keep them safe.
I need my deep space probes to start landing. Helium plasma jet. Incorporating rudimentary inertial confinement techniques into our hybrid drives allows for greater thrust. This drive uses helium-3. Victor 40 in low Earth orbit. Earth surveillance. Okay. Earth surveillance is fine. Media center. +3 on public campaigns. I mean, technically we have this already because we have so many broadcast centers. I'm gonna pick up the Energy Institute.
The people will come to our side.
Okay, that's 50% in Spain. We can probably start taking Spain now, too. Low Venus gets its ring core, so we're gonna upgrade to a U. We're gonna probably build some more solar farms here as well for good measure. That, upgrade, that, upgrade, that. This is a bit of a risk what I'm doing right now, just doing like all of these upgrades at once. I don't have a nanofac complex in orbit here, so I feel like that would be good. Guess we could put in a residential module. Admin node's not really going to do anything for us here. I could put in a foundry. You know what? I think that's fine for now. Helium-3 mines. Is Venus a gas giant? I want to say yes. I mean, it's uninhabitable. It's a regular planet with a hyper-dense atmosphere. Okay, Venus is not. All right. Okay, fine. There's no antimatter around Venus, is there? I didn't even check for that. No, there's not.
Violence is abating.
Okay. Get down that guerrilla war. Okay, we are ready with all the swarm ships outside of Mars. Dude, let's build some ships. What am I doing here? Sitting around not building ships? I have a Flight class Titan coming in. What is the Messenger class Titan? You're the spinal neuron, Lance. A big glass, a big glass. Ooh. I'm gonna build a big glass at Mars. You know what? I'm also gonna build one here.
Policy direction complete.
So, that's more Vietnam given over. Oh, I am losing a lot of public opinion here. We gon' have to fix that. Hyper confinement 4, Borane plasmagen. Okay. Guerrilla war. I thought it was about the aliens. I don't know what this guy is doing in Mars, but I do know that I want to beat him up. I also know I don't want to lose that entire fleet. But I built this to fight him. And fight him we have. You guys can go back home, homies.
Target remains operational.
Yuck. I don't like failing assault
Our
missions.
people have taken control.
Yay, we're in control of Russia. Not so yay. 1.2k is coming from what looks like Ceres to Tiangong orbit. And they are fast. Titans, battleships, cruisers, monitors. Now, thankfully, Tiangong orbit has nothing good on it, but typically whenever they go for that orbit, it means they're crashing into the planet. Andre Truckmay Station. A battle cruiser is going into low Earth orbit from Earth. What the hell is Andre Truck Me? You're nothing. You're literally an empty station. $24 points. Moon orbit. Uh-oh. How quick is he gonna get there? 5.2 hours. You can have it. We're gonna head to Soft Clay Shipyards. You know what? At 23, I might actually just be able to hit this guy with some exo fighters. He says, having almost no boost and wondering if this is the place that he wants to spend that boost on. Did I win? I'm really not clear here. I mean, that battle cruiser is junked. Victory for the Academy, yeah. Okay, this tier 3 colony core is up and running. You need to have some power to start. Solar farms here do 270, which I'm pretty happy with. You know what? I might just do like a power district for this guy. The intention for this base was hotels. Moon hotels. So you're gonna need agriculture. You will need a command center. I really don't think this place is even worth mining, so I'm not going to even set up a mine. You will need a marine battalion just in case. Hub, not really useful. Oh yeah, one of the other ideas we had was about building a like a research campus moon base, but where is it? Sorry, did we not build a space hotel? Agriculture command center. You do need a residential module. Oh, maybe we don't have it teched yet. All right, that's okay. They can work on the other stuff. Even in science, you have new discoveries, challenging. Gets hairy when you have a lot of theoretical physics, tricky to prove. Took interest in black holes, which are theoretical since you can't exactly prove them. But we used to explain some blank spots and light irregularities. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things I love about space is like we really don't understand it. Like, there's so much about space that we're just like, I don't know. We think it's like this, but we're really not sure. Stuff. Those guys are good. Pretty soon the Protectorate won't be able to build anything anywhere. New Atom Smashers. I love that. That keeps going up. Berlin gets space defense. Also very good. Protection from nukes as well. We are deficient in water. Yeah, 9.2 is pretty deficient. "63 days of executive control." Get rid of all of those allies. To isolate Russia as much as I possibly can here. I don't care about rivals. Good question though, where are my armies? Oh my god, the toilet raiders are still alive. Can I? No, I literally can't get in there because I don't have an ally en route. If we were to do something like take control of Cameroon, we could attack the alien administration with all of Russia's armies. Which is a very fun idea. Can you just purge that straight out? 35%? All right.
Going after their people. Where to?
You've actually been spotted, so you're going to go to ground.
Your orders?
You've been working on Spain. And honestly, I feel like you've done a pretty good job there, so... You know, I could just crack down purge this in a single turn.
We're taking power.
Your orders?
You've been trying to stop Germany from flipping, and it looks like that is basically solved for us. 29th of May, March, April, May. So you got a few more months to go. Let's have you defend my interests in the
Securing our
EU.
control.
I also need to defend my interests in Russia, but I don't think I'm in a huge rush on that. I don't think I'm in a huge rush on that, if you know what I mean. God, we are so pushed out of here. It's unbelievable. Okay, but Taiwan has a claim on pretty much all of it. I really don't know what's up with that. Earth rockets cannot reach this destination. The 750-day limit. This homie's still 100 days away from Jupiter. Dude, you're next to the sun right now. Are you? How? I mean, I guess he's slingshotting around the sun to get there? I don't know where he left from. Out here, probably? Apparently I have a base on this planet. Oh, actually, there's pretty good fizzles out there. All these asteroid bases that are just like not worth keeping. I'm just wondering, we have like so much mission control that I'm just thinking about trying to add in some more stuff. But they all are so damn far away that I don't think I can. All right, let's just focus on Earth. Philosophy correctly, solipsism is the philosophy. The only thing we can be sure of exists is ourselves, or something like that. I mean, can we be sure of that? I ain't so sure. Nice, heavy fusion piles. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need that helium-3 mine. Off-Earth mining increased by 10%. Let's focus that guy down. Okay, EDF is in orbit. Resupplied.
Initiating deep cover.
That resistance fleet never ended up blowing up my station, which
Securing our interests.
I have some questions
Defending
about. But
the VIP.
Energy Institute, nice. Okay, we can do that right away. That'll increase our boost as well. Social Science Institute was the other one we had to work on there. So if we go into Academy Habs in Earth, go to the energy station. It's gonna underpower you. Now you're okay again. I guess let's build an atom smasher. These also need to be upgraded. All right. Perfect. Perfect. I'd like you to be on because you give me mission control, but I guess I don't really need it right now. My other question is, with all of this excess stuff we have, 7.7 water, not really in excess. Maybe I should just hold on to that. We only have 1,000 water right now. Thinking about building up like some of the other stations in low Earth orbit. You sure you're real? The Fermi paradox included. Literally passing the brain cell across the universe. Explain a lot of like Twitch chats like that. What if we are gooey slimes with tentacles instead? One more intelligent life form self-destructing at a time. It's not like they can reach each other and know if there's others. Maybe. Only one intelligent species per universe just by looking at cats. Cats are smart, but I don't think they fall under intelligence. Ooh, I don't know. They are demons. Widespread panic about the aliens appears to have broken out in Ambon down here in Indonesia area. Rumors about alien experiments on people in the area have led to distrust of the government's ability to keep people safe. Significant public boost for the Academy in the PDL. Unrest increases by 1 and cohesion decreases. That's actually pretty good. What is our public opinion right now? Yeah. Cohesion drops. That's not so good. Unrest increases. That's sort of fine. Admin complex. That would be good.
We've neutralized the enemy.
PDL has also lost its defense right now. Not that I'm particularly worried. So I might still have to leave the Indonesian Federation here. I'm not really sure. You guys are a bit all over the place right now. Maybe a bit more points into environment would be good. Inertial confinement fusion reactor 4. I guess let's go for hybrid confinement 4 as well. So I'm going to put a bit of unity in here. You know what? I'm going to have to put in a bit of government as well because I'm almost losing full democracy. Probably chill a bit on the mission control. Okay. No, like none of these places have farms. There's not enough juice here to run that. This goddamn place is a mess. No farm out here. I'm out of water. Oh, and I'm bleeding water. All right, we gotta talk to the guys again. Great. We have full control of Russia. I'm gonna 100% clip it.
Standing by for orders.
And then I would say there's lots of stuff we have to do here. Federation, Azerbaijan and Georgia, Central Asian Union. Grant independence. Grant independence to Taiwan. You don't control Taiwan, dude. What? Cambodia, Tibet, Bhutan. The real micro-macro challenge begins. Sheesh. Okay, sorry. In Indonesia. Yeah. I don't know how I get this to absorb. Overlapping claims do be a thing.
I'm here. Protecting our interests.
Standing by for orders.
Somebody's got to defend Russia.
Securing our interests.
41 days until we take power
Ready
there.
for orders.
You've got to start working on the Spaniards. Bonus to purge missions, bonus to public campaigns, bonus to orgs. We'll go for purge missions. 34% though. No, you know what? We'll take the servants out first. It's the safer bet.
Reporting in.
You're gonna keep hunting down alien assets because I do actually think that's the best thing you could be doing.
Gear up.
I don't love that I'm having to like make someone have to follow you around the entire time, but it's kind of a small price to pay. +3 command, +3 science, espionage. You're getting espionage. Just give you embedded sensors as well, just because. You're working on security. You are working on command. Yeah, I'll give you strategic AI as well. You're working on, I think, also command. You have pretty good security right now, so I don't know that I need to boost that. He's got the basis of most of that stuff. We are looking a little short on money, so I'm just going to sell like 500 fizzles. Just to make sure we've got money in the bank. Okay, so I don't have... Goddamn. I don't have contact with any of the Project Exodus people right now.
Offering support.
So you're going back there.
What's the op?
You're defending the PDL, you're
Ready
defending
for my
Russia,
mission.
you're cracking Spain.
Ready for orders.
Still audited by someone. 25 espionage character. The old German operative is one good counselor. Too bad he's got 2 apparent loyalty. This guy? Oh no, in your game. Yeah, I mean, our guy has like a weird apparent loyalty thing because he's got a trait that makes it seem like he always has 2 loyalty, and then another trait that does -2 apparent loyalty.
Offering counsel.
So his actual loyalty is much higher than 3.
Making things safe for our people.
Making things safe for our people.
Great.
I'll keep them safe.
Social Science Institute unlocked. Oof, man, the admin complex is very good. Social science is you. Okay, I'll just leave that at that right now. I know he needs atom smashers as well. It's a battle cruiser. It's fine. Is this the same battle cruiser we just fought recently? I think it is. We fired lance heads at it. Well, Johnny, let's see how we do. We might as well go full speed into him. And fire your missile salvos. Oh yeah, fire every missile salvo you have before those railguns get to us. Oh, you know what? I don't know that they're going to beat those autocannons, so... Is that all the missiles we have? That does not seem like enough or fast enough. Well, that was a disaster. I think I understand why we lost all these exo fighters instantly here. Alright, well, it's not like it's a real station. But, that being said... You don't just get to blow up my ships and get away with it scot-free, young man. If you think you do. Well, baby, I got news for you. I'm gonna blow up your base. Command centers on Mars. Big fleet. Intercepting Romeo 80. They actually just attacked that resistance fleet. Why are the aliens helping me? Curious. Very curious. Ooh, nope. I don't want to fight this. I didn't realize the Resistance had a 700-point fleet in orbit here. Light rail cannons, rail batteries, auto cannons, rail cannons. No battle. Yeah, they literally blew up that other fleet. That fleet that was harassing me doesn't exist anymore. Wilberforce Station. What the hell is Wilberforce Station? Shazbot. Targeting it during its upgrade. This Titan fleet is still 70 days away. Uh-oh, man. I might be able to pull these aliens out of total war if I lose a few stations, but I don't like that they're going after my science stations that are so close to being fully upgraded. Some of our science stations are fully upgraded. This is like one of the last remaining ones that only has 2 battle stations, though. I worry about why the aliens are helping you and why you're fighting the resistance. Well, they were going after my stuff. Do you guys not have, like, plasma cannons to fire or something? Oh, they have plasma cannons. They have extremely fast... No, they're not plasma cannons. Okay, thank God. I think those are torpedoes. It's doing so much piercing. That does not feel good, let me tell ya. No sirree, Bob. Shazbot. They're going after the energy station, which we just started upgrading as well.
Targets got away.
Not great. Here's the admin complex. That will be very good for us. We're going to want to upgrade those everywhere. Damn, dude. Things are fine. Memes with everything on fire. I mean, we literally have an emote for that. Arthur, hello. Welcome. Total War status with aliens irreversible, or has it changed for release? I don't know. Before, we kept going up to red 5, but not going all 5 of them are red. I didn't realize there was an extra phase.
By the numbers.
As being said, even though they're blowing up my stations, I am still going after all of their assets on Earth, so... Here goes all my boost to fuel. Ah, there's the space hotel. Greater United North America. I mean, I'm sure we could get into the US if we wanted. You wouldn't be doing anything stupid there, would you? Romeo 89. No. Thailand needs...
Where do you need me?
Defense.
Ready to go.
What is your rest value? 5.8. Okay.
Standing by for orders.
21% on a crackdown? That is really bad.
We must persuade the people.
Ready to go.
$18 days for executive control. Do-do-do. Can't be real. It's very difficult for me not to just keep taking these.
Heading to the LZ.
Especially when they're giving me alien exotics, which allows me to build insane ships. Oh, shoot. Do we have contacts? We don't have any contacts with Exodus still. How do I have all these broadcast stations, which give me like a +9 to finding counselors? I have people all over, and yet I don't know where a single counselor is on the map.
Ready.
I mean, that water supply will go back up. We're not completely losing boost from it, but it is tight. I think we're past the point of no return. Quite possibly. I mean, I did kind of say we were going to enter into total war with the aliens, so I guess that's exactly what we're doing. We'll have to see how it continues on in the next episode, though. So come back and join us on that one. Bye-bye for now.